New simulations by the European Space Agency, ESA, suggest that the next solar storm could destroy all Earth-orbiting satellites and plunge modern civilization into an unprecedented crisis. These simulations reveal that a solar storm with power comparable to the historic Carrington Event could wipe out all satellites orbiting Earth, placing humanity in a dangerous and extremely costly situation. Experts warn that the occurrence of such a powerful storm is inevitable and will eventually target our planet. According to Live Science, the findings come from simulations conducted by ESA at its Space Operations Center in Germany. These exercises were initially designed to prepare for the launch of the new Sentinel-1D satellite on November 4, 2025, but the results painted a catastrophic picture of the vulnerability of space infrastructure. The Carrington Event occurred on September 1, 1859, when a massive solar flare swept across Earth, causing widespread disruptions around the globe. On that day, British astronomer Richard Carrington, while observing a giant sunspot, witnessed an intense flash on the Sun's surface nearly the size of Jupiter. In fact, Carrington observed the most powerful solar flare ever recorded. This phenomenon triggered a massive disturbance in Earth's magnetic field, a geomagnetic storm that lasted nearly a week and lit up the skies with brilliant auroras in many parts of the world. In ESA's hypothetical scenario, a solar flare with an intensity of 1045, about 5 times stronger than the most intense flare in the current solar cycle, erupts suddenly, flooding Earth with intense radiation. About 15 hours later, a massive cloud of hot plasma known as a coronal mass ejection, CME, traveling at over 7.1 million kilometers per hour, strikes our planet and unleashes a geomagnetic storm on the scale of the Carrington Event. Jorge Amaya, ESA's space weather modeling coordinator, explains, the massive energy emitted by the Sun can damage all our satellites in orbit. When we talk about the future of humanity in space, we often picture men in astronaut suits. But NASA has flipped the script. In this video, we meet a group not only destined for the Moon and Mars but ready to rewrite history. If you think space exploration is just about rockets and technology, stay with us until the end because you're about to meet people who turn dreams into reality. What if the first human to walk on Mars is, right now, learning Russian and practicing spacewalks? What if that person, contrary to the usual image, is a woman? Ahead, we'll meet a team selected from over 8,000 applicants, individuals who are about to redefine the boundaries of history, science, and gender. NASA's new astronaut group, consisting of 6 women and 4 men, will soon begin their training to one day take part in complex missions to the Moon and Mars. NASA has unveiled its 24th class of astronaut candidates, a team of 10 selected after an intense competition among more than 8,000 applicants. The most remarkable and unprecedented aspect of this selection is the group's composition. For the first time since women joined NASA's astronaut program in 1978, female candidates, 6, outnumber male candidates, 4. After 2 years of rigorous training, these new astronauts will be prepared for missions to the International Space Station, the Moon, and even Mars. According to NASA's official report, the 24th astronaut class, known as the Class of 2025, was introduced on September 22, 2025, and began training at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. These individuals will play a key role in future space missions, especially the Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the Moon, land the first woman on its surface, and pave the way for travel to Mars. ESA simulations are not just warnings, they are reminders that readiness, foresight, and strategic planning are no longer optional, but essential for preserving global infrastructure and sustaining modern life. The future will belong to societies that prepare before crisis strikes.